My name is Anna Rischke. I'm from Berlin in Germany and I am coach for new beginnings, meaning I'm helping women, especially women, to find purpose and to reinvent themselves. And this is also kind of my story because I used to be for a long time working in advertising and marketing. I was in corporate, and before I started Kickstart, I was already a little bit behind Crossroads, so I reinvented myself. I started working as a coach. I did a lot of education in beforehand, and I was really proud of having my own coaching room in Berlin. So at that time I was at fixed rates. I was selling to my clients like a bundle of sessions with me because it's always a transformation progress. And and I was trying to book my timetable out. So that was the moment I was meeting Sigun and I was introduced to Kickstart. And I was so fascinated by the idea of scaling my business, not being anymore so limited to clients just in Berlin, but just being able to coach also people, in all German-speaking countries. This was such a new perspective for me. Also, not anymore just selling, my hour, but kind of a value. So I was really thinking about Kickstart. But on the other hand, there were not only one, but a few more hesitations I had. And the first one was I thought the timing of Kickstart is the worst ever because it was just in the summer. So I'm having a family. I have 2 kids, and we just prepared for like a 2.5 week summer vacation, which is quite seldom. That we are really going abroad, and I thought not really abroad, but I remember we were planning to go on a road trip. Like Austria, Slovenia and Croatia. And I thought I can't really do that. First of all, there's my family and time to spend with my family, and that is important. So how is that going to work out? So I was kind of pushing away from the idea to do it. The kind of lighter version of my hesitation. The bigger one was that, if I'm really honest, I was absolutely terrified to the idea to sit in front of a camera, creating a group which I don't know, people I don't even see, while kind of communicating with them. And I felt that I wasn't really ready for that. Even though I was giving seminars, like local seminars, kind of in my, crossroad phase where I was reinventing myself all the time, it really kind of scared me to become so visible, and kind of giving away control. And then also in combination with knowing I will be like for the first 2 weeks in Berlin, but then we will be starting our vacation. It was like, oh my God, I can't do that. So I actually decided to not do it. So I remember that it was kind of like Kickstart was kind of starting, and I was really, even though I was taking that decision that I would not take it, it was like on the very, very last day. It was like on the last moment that something hit me inside, and I just knew that this is going to be such a, that it will make such a difference if I'm able to step out of that comfort zone, because, you know, I'm coach, I'm kind of watched myself, and I was like, you are really hiding away, like you have been doing. And I just thought, I just do it. And it was so encouraging for me that I knew that, you know, we will be taken, yeah, by the hand. And yeah, so really in the last minute, I signed up, and yeah, it was mind-blowing, really. If I look back now, it's like 4 years. It was really, yeah, it was just establishing my whole business I have now. So I'm looking back today at that moment, and I'm like, oh my God, if I wouldn't have done it, you know, I would be still sitting in Berlin in my room, and just hoping that, you know, the next client is coming, and I'm working for another 100 euro for that hour. So it yeah, you can see I'm yeah. So that was really in so many ways broadening my perspective and my business. So my first argument of that summer vacation, actually, it was like, it gave me so much energy to you know, just travel and go live from different places, because it was so exciting, and that positive vibes, you know, I was creating myself were just, you know, spilling over to everyone, and my, yeah, participants just loved it, yeah, to be traveling with me some way. And I remember that I was really starting and saying, well, okay, group is fine, but I just want 20 people. So it was like a new limitation I was putting on myself. And I remember Sigun and the team was saying, well, you know, 20 people means you need to have much more signing up. And so, like, again, on the last days, I was putting down my limitation. I was saying, okay, I go out. And I ended up with 70, which was huge for me back then. And yeah, I just discovered that I loved it. And yeah, actually that I'm ready for all that. And it was, you know, that pushing boundaries and going through the process. Yeah, it's just expanding your comfort zone. And the course I created, the 4 weeks course, was one of my, you know, most important courses, and I did an upsell afterwards. So I had like 6 places, because I felt, okay, I could see the problem which a lot of participants had, and I just created another following up course, and I had 6 places, and within 5 hours I was fully booked. And I even gave a seventh place. And these 2 courses are, until now, it's my business. This is my business. So I created in like 10 weeks really the baseline of my business, which I have today, which earns me more money than I have earned with being a marketing manager. So yeah, sometimes it's that moment where you just feel you have to do it. And this was, back then, signing down for Kickstart. So I had that limiting belief that the less people, or if there's a small group of people, it would be perfect for my... Actually, I learned that this is absolutely not true. You know, you're anyhow not really seeing the group, and the more people are in your course, the more vibration is going on. And especially if you're planning an upsell afterwards, it's so much easier, because, you know, not everyone is participating you know, as you want it. It's like people are moving in and out. And the more you have, the better the chance is. And it's just, yeah, it's really not really making a difference to your own feeling, but it's making a big difference to your business. I had that limiting belief, that the smaller the group is, the better it would be for my own feeling or my own comfort zone. But I learned that the more people actually you have in your course, the better it is, because then you have the possibility to really build your business. The more people you have, the higher is the rate you're have the possibility to do the sales, you know, for an upsale. And I had like 70 people in my group, and I was able to sell 6 places within a few hours, and that wouldn't have been possible, you know, if I would have only like 15 in a group. That is not really realistic. I had that limiting belief that the smaller the group is, the better I would feel, and I learned giving that actually this is not really true. That is not really making a difference. But I heard that before, and it took me a while. It took me a few days until it really resonated with me and until I really stopped limiting myself. So I was in the end able, instead of only having or wanting to have 20 people, to have 70 people in it. And in the end, it enabled me to sell 6 or even 7 places, because it was planned 6, but in 5 hours I sold all the 6 places, so another one came in, and there were 7 places, and this was my second course. So that was the upsell. And these 2 courses, the 4 weeks and the upsell, it's the foundation of my entire business up to date. And if you are on the fence with Kickstart, I just recommend, just go for it. Just go for it. It will make such a difference to your entire perspective and your business.